Hey guys, what's up? Can you believe I'm filming today? Can you even believe it? I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay, I have peanut butter pretzels and protein. Y'all, I will not eat that entire bag because just look at me. I'm waiting on my grape water to get cold in the freezer because that's how you get things to get cold. Oh my goodness. In my world anyway, that's how you do it. So my mom literally just called me and was like, yeah, what are you gonna do a video on today? Because like you need to do a video. What are you doing it on? And I was like, I'll get back with you on that. Anyway, y'all, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new, I'm legally blind. If you're not new, guess what? I'm still legally blind. So either way, I'm legally blind. Anyway, I do want to talk to you guys in a minute about, I say a minute, I don't know how long, so I'm not even gonna lie to you. Okay, seriously, I didn't start talking like this until, okay, I don't even know if that's true, but I really did not feel comfortable talking on camera until I started YouTube, like a long time ago, or a while ago, or something. All right, anyway. So there's been some questions and comments like, yeah, why don't you get a guide dog? Or what's the difference between a guide dog and a service dog? And what do you need a service dog for? And, you know, all the things. I'm gonna address it right here, right now. I wonder if I can do this in like 5 minutes. I'm gonna try, because I'm hungry, and you know how that goes. When you're hungry, I have about 27 minutes until I get hungry. I'm just kidding. Okay, seriously though. So a guide dog, I've also heard the term seeing eye dog. I don't know how I feel about that term, but it's a guide dog. You know, a dog that, so basically it is, guide dogs are dogs for blind and visually impaired people who need assistance and, in my words, don't want to use a cane anymore. Oh, did I just say that? Oh my gosh, that was so mean. I feel so mean right now. No, in all seriousness though, like, I think guide dogs are awesome. Take any of this, guys, take heart. I'm not being mean. I'm just being legitimate Ash. That's who I am. Like, I would never make fun of anyone. I never would. By the way, side note, I seriously had my cane somewhere the other day. Like, no joke. And I had to do this video. I was so nervous to do this retirement video. You guys have no idea. Like, I don't usually get nervous doing videos, but I was so nervous. Like, my mom was like, you're fine, breathe. I literally did it like 20 times before we posted it. Yeah. So my plan was to have my cane with me during the video, but I didn't have my cane with me, and I was like, I need to get a new cane. I was literally gonna buy a new cane because my cane is like, I've had my cane for, I don't even know, at least 6 years, at least. But it's still going strong, and I found it. My dad actually hid it in his trunk. Yes, I am. This is not the blind card, you guys. My dad, he saw it, and he was like, oh, I think this goes in my trunk for some reason. Like, he just, you know, that's literally what happened, no lies. Anyway, we found my cane. All is good. I feel better now. Because I literally have my cane with me all the time, even when I have my crutches or something else. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting off topic, but I just wanted you guys to know that I found my cane. Anyway, okay, back to guide dogs. Seriously, don't turn me off. Guide dogs are for blind and visually impaired people. Oh, that's what, because I was talking about cane. Okay, so I qualify for a guide dog, and I could very much easily get a guide dog, and it would be fine. And I could walk with the guide dog, and it would cross streets with me and all that jazz, and that would be fine. However, and take this seriously, I do not take this lightly. Guide dogs are very much different than service dogs. They are trained, and they both help out with similar things, but they are both very different, very different. I've had experience with both, actually. Not of my own, so it is a different situation, but I have had experience with both. And guide dogs are there to be your eyes. They're not trained to help you come out of a seizure or prevent a seizure from happening, or let someone know you're gonna have a seizure, or help you pick up things, or help you walk longer distances, or all the things. Guide dogs are there for your eyes and your eyes only. Just like my cane is there for my eyes. My cane's not my legs. Like if I'm tired, I'm not gonna use my cane, I'm gonna use my crutches or my chair. But guide dogs are there for your eyes. So, people are like, oh, you have a service dog. If you have a guide dog and someone mistakes them as a service dog, I guess you can, this is me, okay? I don't know every single rule about every single thing, but I'm gonna tell you, if someone came up to someone if I had a guide dog and they said, oh, you have a service dog, I would, politely and gently correct them. Yeah, but it's more of it's a guide dog. Because there are service dogs that save people's lives every single day. So, with both though, with a guide dog and a service dog, you do have to keep up on your own training. Like you can't just take the dog home and be like, oh, it's trained, so I can just be lazy about it. That's not how it works. You have to keep up on the training because a dog is still a dog. They still have feelings and all that kind of stuff, they're just like us. Like if someone literally paid me like $3 million and was like, you don't have to work anymore, I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna go buy some things. No, but you get my point though. Like both dogs, you can't just take them home and not keep the training up, or they're not gonna improve with you. So yes, a guide dog is very much for your eyes. It is very much for safety, but you have to work very hard at it. And with a guide dog also, you are in charge of your guide dog. No one else can be in charge of your guide dog. Like it is your responsibility. You take it out, you scoop the poop, no one else can say, Lily, sit. I just made up a name, but I'm just saying. Just popped up on my head literally. So, if that's not allowed with guide dogs. Okay, so I think you get what guide dogs are for your eyes. They're not trained in other physical disabilities. They're not trained in any of that except for blindness and visual impairment. So, service dogs, on the other hand, they have service dogs for diabetes. They have service dogs for cerebral palsy. They have service dogs for epilepsy. They're called seizure alert dogs or seizure, there's a seizure alert dog, and then there is a seizure response dog. I would be okay with either one. The doctors would be okay with either one. The doctors have told us several times that I need a seizure dog, preferably a seizure alert dog, because my seizures, so I have epilepsy, my seizures can happen out of nowhere. And when I get that aura, we got about 2.5 seconds until something happens. So what's really neat about the seizure dogs is they can sense you're not feeling well half an hour to 45 minutes before having a seizure. That is amazing. That's why I say service dogs save lives every single day, because this is not something I always talk about, and it's something that's actually very genuinely can be hard to talk about, but it's also something that is my reality, and I can't ignore that, and I'm not going to ignore that. I feel like that would actually be kind of selfish. And that would be also just not realistic to ignore the fact that it is what it is. So I've had, interactions with a guide dog, and I think they're awesome. I think they're amazing. I think if you're able to get a guide dog, go get one. Like seriously, it definitely, they help with independence. That is a huge thing, independence. I've also had a dog bring me out of seizure before. I've had a seizure alert dogs, a few of them bring me out of some seizures. And that's pretty amazing. We had a few that we've gotten to interact with, not for long periods of time, but just to see how things go. And the dog would rub up against me. The dog would come tap on my chest. The dog would hug me tightly. And sniff around, like it comes and sniffs you. It's amazing. Like, it comforted me when I was having a seizure. And then it'll let people know around me, like either by sniffing or barking. I've never had a dog bark. I've had one sniff and let people know, but they will run around and kind of maybe, other people might think, oh, they're acting crazy. No, they're not. They're letting someone know, hey, she's about to have a seizure. Hello, do something. Get medicine, do something. So that is why I'm not getting a guide dog. That's why we are working towards a service dog. We don't know when this is going to happen. We don't know how this is going to happen. But it's got to happen. We've had 3 doctors tell us, even recently, you got to have a seizure dog. Seizure alert / response dog, you can have one to be both as well. So that would be okay. We're not picky. You know what? A seizure dog to us, like, they're smart. Dogs, and even after talking to the doctors, but I mean, I've kind of been around a lot of dogs lately, not to know. But even if you have like a dog that can do seizure alert / response, that's good too, because I may have a seizure and the dog may need to let someone know. Yeah, you know, so that's very important as well. So with a service dog, for example, I'll still be in charge of my own service dog. Like I said, scoop the poop, take it on a walk, keep the training up, make sure the dog's okay. You know, it becomes part of your family, especially when it's a service dog. I'm not saying pets don't, but we're not talking about pets right now. Yes, you can take your dog off harness and off leash and let it play. It's still a dog. A dog is still a dog, but it is not to be called a pet. A service dog is not to be called a pet, especially when they're like $30,000, which I don't have. But you know, I try not to let anything hold me back, but that's kind of costly, and I'm not saying dogs aren't worth it, but that is, yeah, we're working through some things. Anyways, so yeah, I've had the privilege of having a couple service dogs bring me out of seizures. And to say the least, it's very emotional, but very, very good at the same time. So for example, say there's a day when I'm not feeling well, and we have those days. I don't like to talk about those days, but you know what? I have those days. And I may have a seizure, or I may just not be feeling well. If I'm not feeling well, the dog's actually gonna comfort me, do what it does. Do what the dog does. And somebody else can actually be the handler as well. Like, I'm the handler of the dogs. I'll be the dog's mom, you know. But I am also allowed to have, I use the word allowed because I don't know what other word to use, to have someone else, like if I'm not feeling good one day and I'm actually pretty sick, someone else can assist me with that dog, take it out, take it on a walk or do something. That's not ideal. That's not what I want. Because if I'm not feeling good, I still get up every day. I mean, if I'm asleep, if I'm in bed, you know, something is wrong. Like, I'm literally not feeling well. But basically, and even when I'm not feeling well, let's just say, you know, I can have like, I'm feeling great, but we're also, with the service dog, you can have another handler that can help you. Oh, if I do have a seizure, that dog will tell that person, hey, she's having a seizure, or she's gonna have a seizure, and then they can administer medicine or do whatever they need to do in our plan and bring me out of the seizure. So basically, that's why. It's not because I can't train my dog. It's not because I'm blind and I don't want to take care of my dog. That is not it at all. I want to stress that, you guys, is that a seizure alert response dog is there for my health and well-being, and make sure I know other people who have service dogs for this very reason, and it's an amazing thing. It's really an amazing thing. So, you know, because I have cerebral palsy and because I have epilepsy, I very much qualify for the service dog, obviously, especially with the doctors looking at my charts and going, whoa, you know, even though you're doing quite well on your seizure treatment, they're not backing down on that. A seizure dog would be the best bet. And I have to agree with them. Sorry, allergies are like, woo! But so yeah, so if I can have a handler with me, like I'm the handler, but we can have a second handler, whatever you want to call it. So just in case something does happen, you know, they can they can help the dog help me. That's what it's for. It's not because I don't want to take care of the dog or I can't. It's so that they can help the dog help me. So that dog will be with me all the time. Like a seizure dog sleeps with you. They're with you all the time. Like I'm not leaving this dog by itself. So, you know, that's what our hope is for the future. We're working, you know, I can't really talk about some things right now. We kind of know what we're doing, but we're working on getting a service dog for the future because it's got to happen. So I do have the Seizure Alarm app on my phone, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And you know what? Sometimes it overly works. Like it'll go, like as soon as I put my Apple Watch on, I move and it's like ding, ding, ding. And it's just like, then my parents are getting, she's having a seizure. No, I'm not having a seizure. Then I gotta tell them I'm okay. I'm totally fine. There have been like 3 times though. I have been asleep and my Seizure Alarm app has gone up on my phone and it has sent alerts to my parents. I haven't even heard that I had a seizure. And so yeah, it can help, but it's given off a lot of false alarms. So that's alarming to me that, and I get there's only like, it will detect a grand mal seizure. So I've had experiences where it will do that. But I have a lot of partial complex focal seizures, and we're not sure that this app is picking those up, which can be, you know, like I said, it can be serious. But also if it's also doing false alarms where I'm not having seizures, I'll tell you, and I've several times, I'm not having a seizure. Why is this going off? You know, like I have my Apple Watch on, I don't have it on right now, but if I put it on, it will literally go off. So we gotta somehow, I'm getting this app taken off my watch. I'm not gonna get it taken off my phone. I'm gonna keep it on my phone just because it is good to have just in case something like that were to happen. It will contact my contacts and let my parents know that I'm having a seizure. So we're not completely getting rid of it, but we're getting rid of it off the watch because, like I said, I'll do this and oh my goodness, I'm having a seizure. But like, then if I have a complex, if I have like just a little baby seizure where my body's kind of shaking, and we've like put the phone on my stomach or the watch on my stomach, it's not picking it up. So I don't really understand what's going on with that. Anyway, there's your difference between your service dog and your guide dog. Feel free to comment down below, and I'm gonna go eat a snack. Peace.